Is there anything better than free, and does free come at a cost? All things I'm asking myself as I am headed to pick up a free Juicebox 40 amp level 2 wall charger for our brand new home. And there are some stipulations to having this that I've never dealt with before, but I recently heard about this in some other tech vlog videos that I was watching about companies giving away items for free as long as you allow them to track your data. I'm interested to see exactly what this means and if it's actually a viable option for us in the brand new home. So join me as we go through this wonderful world of what data belongs to you, what companies are willing to give for that data, and how it may impact in a scenario where we're building a new home. I've been thinking about getting the Tesla wall charger, but our new energy co-op company is going to give us one for free for a catch. What an adventure this is going to be, because we are moving into a brand new home. It is the reason why I haven't been as diligent on uploading videos this past month, as we are down to the final weeks before we move in. I'm excited about the move, but what comes with it is always the stress of figuring out, transferring over gas service, trash, utilities, getting your mailing address forwarded and changed, which also includes electrical. And I realized that we were no longer going to be using the electrical company that we had had for years and we had had at a previous home, that we were going to be using a local co-op that has a great reputation in our area. And with our previous company, we were actually getting a reimbursement of $50 every few months. I believe it was every 3 months, for utilizing off-peak hour charging and basically sharing that data with that electrical company. Now, it wasn't as invasive as it sounds. Essentially, we were just filling out paperwork. We were making sure that we were scheduled charging on the Tesla at home during those off-peak hours. It wasn't really serious business, but we did get a little bit of a perk for being able to charge at home and making sure that we're charging during off-peak hours, which is pretty standard practice these days for a lot of electrical companies. Because we were moving to a local co-op, I was interested to see if they had any programs or off-peak charging or any reimbursements, even if it was small, $10, $15 a month, for making sure that we continued to scheduled charge. So we set up service, and I made the phone call to our local co-op and asked them what exactly would be the process for scheduling some off-peak charging. Do they have any reimbursement programs or any type of EV incentives for having specific types of charging in the home, or if we were to use our own mobile charger, which I've been doing on that NEMA 1450 outlet. And to my surprise, they have a program that will provide us a free level 2 40 amp Juicebox charger that we can either plug into the NEMA 1450 or we can hardwire it into our electrical box. Obviously something I wanted to take advantage of, and I kind of talked through, what that looks like and do we off-peak charge. And apparently the program allows Juicebox and the co-op to basically collect data on how your EV is charging, which means you have to give it access to your wireless network. They're also going to be collecting that data for up to 3 years, which is interesting because that means it has to always be connected to Wi-Fi and that it's always going to be collecting your data on that network. And for me, free is free. Understanding data comes at a cost, but I'm interested to find out just what data they're collecting and how they're collecting it. So I think it's more out of curiosity that I just pulled in to the co-op to pick up this free Juicebox charger. They are not going to install the charger for me. I am going to have to do that myself. But it is interesting to kind of find out what the terms of service are, how much data they're collecting, and does that justify the potential to receive a $500-$600 level 2 charger that will be installed in my home by an electrician, whether that be hardwired or we just plug it into the NEMA 1450 outlet. Easy enough. Picked up the charger. They're super nice in there. Again, I have a decent relationship with our electrical co-op, and I'm actually excited to finally be a customer. We've been a customer of, the big box electrical companies for so long that it'll be nice to have a local co-op that we are a part of. And I think, having that relationship and being able to go in and talk with them about what this program is, and just feeling comfortable about some of these agreements that they've set forth and being able to provide something like this for free really probably puts me a little bit more at ease than the average consumer. Let's talk about some of the conditions that come along with this juice box. Again, I'm excited to have it. I am grateful that it's being provided for free. There are stipulations. So the stipulations are, you must connect it to Wi-Fi within 45 days of receiving the product. No problem. We move into the house next week. I will definitely have a project video up for that so you guys can see how that install goes. However, you do agree to on-site visits, audits, and collection of your charging usage data. Now, I'm going to dig in a little bit more deeper and kind of give more thoughts when we do install and we start using the product. But I am curious just how in-depth that data collection goes. And again, are we now in a place in society, in the world, in our digital age, where companies are willing to give away things for free in agreement that you would allow them to collect your data? And I'm curious, for those watching this video, do you feel like you would take the deal? I was recently watching another tech vlog video, and they were talking about a TV that was recently launched that had a second screen underneath that would allow you to see widget information like weather or sports scores, but in the bottom right-hand corner, there would be an ad. And it would be a brand or an ad, something specific that they would kind of serve you up. And are we in that age that we're going to start receiving products for free in exchange for your personal data? And I'm interested to see just what's being collected, how deeply involved it is in this process on a smaller scale, because again, we're dealing with a local co-op. They probably received these units from Juicebox. It's going to help them in the long run be able to judge just what type and how taxing electrical vehicles can be on their system, which I think is a win for them. Probably a win for the consumer. They're receiving a 40 amp level 2 charger for free. Again, we'll be cautiously optimistic about the terms of this deal and being able to have something like this, but man, it's going to look great in a brand new garage. I haven't decided whether I'm going to hardwire it into the breaker box, which I'm comfortable doing, or am I going to install that 1450 NEMA outlet again in the new garage like I did in my old garage and just plug it in from there. But to have 40 amps, a dedicated wall-mounted charger, so I'm not using my mobile connector, we're in business. But collecting data for 3 years may be a stopping point for a lot of people. But as always, I'm curious of your thoughts. So tell me in the comments down below what you think. Is this something you'd be willing to do? Give up your charging data for 3 years for a $500 to $600 wall-mounted level 2 40 amp charger? Or are you a little bit more closer to the chest with your personal data and your digital footprint? I am always interested to hear your thoughts on situations just like this. As always, everyone, thank you for taking this very short drive with me as we picked up a free level 2 charger in exchange for some personal data. Lots of content coming your way. I really enjoy doing this. Please like, please subscribe, share with your friends. The channel is growing. We just hit 400 subscribers, and it's all because of folks like you who enjoy the content and share it with folks around you. I am so grateful, honored, and appreciative of all of it. So like, subscribe, do all the things you do. Thanks for joining me on another video here on Small Indiana.